Arsenal's search for a new striker just hit a major roadblock, and it's one that could force the Gunners to rethink their plans for the rest of the season. After weeks of speculation, the name on everyone's lips was Matheus Cunha. The Brazilian forward has been in red-hot form for Wolves this season, with 10 goals and 4 assists in just 19 Premier League appearances, numbers that surely made him a perfect fit for Mikel Arteta's attack. Arsenal have been desperately seeking reinforcements in the forward line, considering everything from strikers to versatile wingers and number 10s. Cunha, with his Premier League experience and undeniable quality, seemed like the ideal addition to solve those problems. But now, just when it looked like a deal could be on the horizon, the picture has shifted dramatically. According to Football Insider Ben Jacobs, Cunha is reportedly on the brink of signing a long-term contract extension with Wolves. A move that once seemed like a possibility this winter now looks highly unlikely, leaving Arsenal's plans in tatters. With a deal almost certain to be off the table, the Gunners may now be forced to turn their attention elsewhere in the quest for a new forward. Jakub Kiwior's future at Arsenal is starting to look uncertain after a season marked by inconsistent performances. The versatile defender, who can fill in at both centre-back and left-back, has been used sparingly by Mikel Arteta, largely serving as a backup option when injuries or rotation have required it. But with limited opportunities and some shaky outings when called upon, Kiwior's place in the squad has come under increasing scrutiny. According to The Telegraph, Arsenal are reportedly open to the idea of letting the Poland international leave this January, provided a bid of £20 million is submitted. While no offers have been made just yet, the door is clearly ajar for a potential exit. Of course, the Gunners' injury crisis could change things. If the defensive depth becomes thinner, Kiwior might find himself with a chance to prove himself once more. For now, his future looks increasingly up in the air. Arsenal are making moves to secure the future of one of their brightest young talents, Aiden Heaven. The 18-year-old defender, who is currently in the final 6 months of his contract, has been the subject of fresh contract talks as the Gunners look to tie him down for the long term. According to The Standard, Arsenal are eager to keep Heaven at the club as they continue to develop him into a key part of their defensive options in the years to come. Already a senior team debutant, Heaven's appearance against Preston in the EFL Cup marked the beginning of what could be a promising career at the Emirates. Since then, he's been included in several matchday squads, further hinting at his growing role within Mikel Arteta's plans. With the club now focused on extending his stay, it's clear that Arsenal see Heaven as a player for the future, though whether he'll become a regular feature in the first team this season remains to be seen. Nwaneri's rapid rise at Arsenal took another step forward in the Gunners' recent 3-1 draw with Brentford, where the 17-year-old played a pivotal role. Starting in back-to-back Premier League games, Nwaneri continued to impress by opening the scoring for Arsenal at the MX Arena with a clinical finish. But despite his bright moment, the joy was short-lived. A penalty from João Pedro, awarded after William Saliba's foul in the box, leveled the score, and Arsenal ultimately dropped 2 more valuable points. Despite the frustration of the draw, Mikel Arteta was full of praise for the young forward, who had to be substituted at halftime. The decision was later explained by Arteta, who confirmed that Nwaneri had suffered a muscular injury, forcing him off the pitch. Speaking to BBC Sport, the Arsenal manager described it as really bad news, confirming the teenager's injury could keep him sidelined for a while. Paul Merson recently described Nwaneri as an amazing player and a massive talent, and it's clear to see why. The teenager's versatility was on full display as he looked comfortable out wide once again, showcasing the kind of talent that could one day make him a direct replacement for Bukayo Saka. Following the injury, Arteta made the decision to shift Gabriel Martinelli to the right wing after Nwaneri's departure, underlining the teenager's value to the squad. Arsenal teammate Thomas Partey also showered Nwaneri with praise after the match, acknowledging his potential and work ethic.
Word on Ethan, he scored a great goal today. What's it been like having him around the first team squad this season, and how much do the boys enjoy playing with him?
Yeah, he's a very good player, and we know the qualities he has. He's working a lot and he's improving, and I'm really happy for him today for scoring. And also, we could have been better if we win today, but we did not get the win, so he needs to keep improving, and all the best to him.
Partey's words will no doubt be a source of motivation for Nwaneri, who now faces the challenge of recovering from this latest setback and continuing his development. Kieran Tierney's time at Arsenal is nearing its end, with the Scotland international set to return to his boyhood club, Celtic. After 4 years in London, his departure marks the conclusion of a chapter that began in 2019 when the Gunners signed him for £25 million. Although Tierney became a fan favourite during his early years at Arsenal, injuries and limited game time under Mikel Arteta have hindered his progress, with a versatile left-back making just a single appearance this season and spending much of his time on the bench. Arsenal, already dealing with defensive injuries, has kept Tierney in the matchday squad but has confirmed they won't activate the option to extend his contract beyond this summer. As a result, the 26-year-old has set his sights on a move back to Celtic Park, where his career first took off. Despite interest from a number of clubs, including Leicester City, Brentford, West Ham, and sides across Europe, Tierney has made it clear that his heart is firmly set on returning to the club where he made his professional debut. The defender is reportedly willing to take a significant pay cut, up to £3 million, to make the move happen, underlining his determination to reignite his career at his boyhood club. For Arsenal, Tierney's departure will help ease their wage bill, shedding his £5.72 million annual salary. As the deal edges closer, the spotlight will shift to how Tierney's return to Celtic will impact both the Scottish club's domestic ambitions and his career revival. Fans of both Arsenal and Celtic will watch closely as the left-back looks to rediscover the form that once made him one of the Premier League's most promising defenders. Arsenal's hopes of closing the gap at the top of the Premier League took a massive blow on Saturday evening, with a controversial penalty decision against them in their 1-1 draw at Brighton. The penalty, awarded for a clash of heads between William Saliba and João Pedro, left many questioning the refereeing standards, echoing the controversy from August when Declan Rice's red card against the Seagulls sparked outrage. On that occasion, Rice was penalised for what many saw as minimal contact, with a decision to send him off for delaying the restart widely criticised. Fast forward to this weekend, and it was a similar feeling of injustice at the MX as Arsenal were left to rue yet another questionable call. The penalty that brought Brighton level was particularly contentious. Saliba was adjudged to have fouled Pedro after their heads collided in the box, a decision made on the pitch by referee Anthony Taylor, with no intervention from VAR. To many, it seemed like a farcical decision, one that could have major ramifications for Arsenal's title charge. Pundits on Match of the Day were unanimous in their disbelief at the penalty decision. Gary Lineker, never one to mince words, said, "I've never seen a decision like it in all my time watching football." Micah Richards agreed, pointing out that Saliba clearly headed the ball first, while Danny Murphy emphasized that it was simply a coming together of players, adding, "Why now? We've never seen a penalty for this before." Lineker reinforced the point, stating, "Penalties for head clashes? Never." The consensus was clear. It was a decision that didn't sit right, leaving Arsenal fans justifiably frustrated. That's all for today, folks. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with everything happening at Arsenal, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.